Lincoln, Nebraska. Make no mistake, Saturday night is one of those rare occasions when Dan Whitney, better known as Larry the Cable Guy, won't be pulling for the Bull Riders. "I'm rooting for Cooley," Whitney said Friday from his Lancaster County home. That's Mr. Cooley to everyone else. To Whitney, his bull is known simply as Cooley, as in he's a cool dude. "You sit around and you just think of cool names, like Mr. Cooley," Whitney said. "Mr. Cooley is just a cool name. And Mr. Cooley is one bad bull." Consider that Whitney's bull has appeared in 37 professional bull rider events and there have been just 2 qualified rides in 47 attempts, giving him a 95.7% buck-off rate, and he has a current streak of 26 straight buck-offs. "That's an amazing stat," said Whitney, an avid sports fan. "It's like Ronald Acuna stealing 73 bases in a season. It's really good. It's the top of the top." People are also reading. Wesleyan hires former ISU athletic director as next Titan president. Towanda man killed in motorcycle crash near Mackinac. Normal man identified in fatal motorcycle crash in Normal. Flick fact, the oldest high school in all of Illinois. Pete Davidson to perform show in Bloomington. Flick fact, one of TV's big stars today, from what central Illinois town? Coroner ID's Bloomington man struck, killed by train. Flick fact, what do Wyoming, South Dakota, Hawaii and Alaska have in common, but not normal? Person rescued from Gridley grain bin after lengthy emergency efforts. Eric E. Bates lockdown lifted at Bloomington Junior and High Schools after report of possible armed subject. IFF plant remains shut down in Gibson City after grain fire. Hobart's on Tremont continues a legacy in Odell. Here's where the clearest sky will be in Illinois for Monday's solar eclipse. North Dakota State's Bowden Scumberg transferring to Illinois State. On Saturday night, Whitney will pay $10,000 to anyone who can successfully ride Mr. Cooley at the Pendleton Whiskey Velocity Tour event at Pinnacle Bank Arena. "I don't think there's a cowboy out there that's going to get 10 grand because I don't think there's anybody who can ride him," Whitney said. Still, that uncertainty, like Whitney himself, is good for the Pro Bull Riding Tour, its commissioner and CEO says. "We're honored he's part of the PBR family," Sean Gleason said about Whitney in a written statement. Whitney says he's hopeful people attend Saturday's event because pro bull riding is a sport worth watching and there are plenty of good rodeo athletes in Nebraska. Listen now and subscribe: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, RSS feed, SoundStack, all of our podcasts. "It's something you should see," he said. "There are some very accomplished bull riders, and it's nice to showcase their abilities and get their names out there." Whitney has always had a love for rodeo since growing up on an 80-acre farm in Pawnee City. After making it big with his comedy act, he began sponsoring rodeo athletes.